Can't hear me. You can't hear me. What's up? How's your cracking? Monday morning, don't get me started. I'm not in a good mood today. Let's see if I can get into a good mood somehow. You can artificially get me. You can artificially get me back into good mood. I'm gonna dwell on the negatives. Yeah, no news is good news, as they say. So let's just dwell on that. Okay, yeah, stream times have changed. Thanks for reminding me, Arsenal fan, about stream times. I moved up a little bit later. I didn't change it in the official, which no one reads. The official schedule under the stream. But I did change it at some point, but maybe not. Panels under the stream. People under the stairs. By the way, I hate my mouse. I have a really crappy mouse for the notebook. So I will be doing weekly simul. Let's see. We changed that to 12 noon. No one reads this crap anyway. Yeah, in the title it's the wrong time. So let's 12 p.m. So noon is 12 p.m. Monday, Friday. 12 p.m. We should probably care about this type of stuff. That's why I don't have any viewers. But anyways, yeah. We don't have a lot of viewers. It's too early. It's a bad streaming time. The HyperX Fury. Yeah, I need to get a second mouse because I have two machines, and I'm happy with this Steel Series one, but the stream times are 12 Monday and Friday. No, Wednesdays. Wednesdays is like dead. I don't know why. Mondays, Fridays, 12 like this. From now on, I'm just not doing anything before 12. My day does not start. I'm just not doing morning stuff. Yesterday was like traumatic. It was traumatic. I had to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning. And it's just criminal. It's criminal. It's criminal to make people play chess at 10 o'clock in the morning. I just wanted to say that. Pulsefire. Tyson Fury. Whatever. Alright. Masturbate, thanks for tuning in, being there, for being the voice of reason. The Kraken. Kraken is the plushie of... By the way, Arsenal fan, did you join our Kraken team? We have a second team called the Kraken Training Squad. Training Kraken since 2023. I created a second... Oh, I think I told you. You know about it. Okay. Yeah, you know about it. So, not every Saturday, but maybe, like, next week's not going to happen again, but the week after that is Christmas, so I don't think there are going to be any team, intra-team scrimmages before the end of the year. But occasionally we're going to do scrimmages on Saturday. DPI test. Oh. A dip test. What's this? Oh. Morales, are you streaming today? I cannot watch. I cannot see you at lichess. Anyway, I just started. We're a bit late. There's a treatment against the Caro Khan. Well, what is this? Like, this is for Thursday. Let's add this for Thursday. We need to create a new study for Thursday. Create study. Thursday. What is that? So yesterday was the 10th. 10th plus 4. 14th. Sledgy analysis stream. December 14th. December 14th. No, I started a little late. This is for our Thursday analysis stream. I started late. I moved the stream to 12, first of all, rather than 11:30. Originally it was 11, then 11:30. We're getting later. Only in the PM. Treatment. I like that too. Treatment. Spoken like a true medical student or something. Yeah, Asterbate, thanks for the words of encouragement. I've been kind of depressed for certain reasons lately. I have an apartment I have to sell, then I have another apartment that I shouldn't have bought, so now I have 2 apartments I have to sell, and I'm just like depressed for other reasons as well. But anyway, yeah, the Warrior 6. Warriors almost challenging me to the right time control. Hey, we'll make that next step. Updating, yeah, it says 5 plus 3. Sorry, you're challenging me to the right time control, but it's the wrong time control. So we can't blame him, the poor guy. He actually put the right time control in there. And now I'm going to change it on him. That was for Friday. Normally we do 7. Friday's 5, Monday's 7. Because Monday's Monday and Friday's Friday, and they're different. Morose Monday and Fast Friday. Set OBS presets for different days. There's a lot of things I should do, Arsenal fan. No shit. Like, drown myself in a quart of vodka. Alright. The Warrior. Man, I wish I had a list of all the things I should do that I'm not doing. Seriously. Alright. E4. And you're on. Oh, can I take that back? Alright, thank you. Take back sent. Yeah, I know the take back was sent. I get a notification that take back sent. Alright, dude. I'll just abort the game. Whatever. Take back cancel. I'll just resign. Whatever. Good game. Thanks for the game. Arsenal fan, are you ready? That was a good game, dude. Thanks for the take back. I talked about mouse, and I mouse clicked A5. I don't think I've ever mouse clicked A5. But that's far too easy to do, actually. I don't know if it's like my... You know, Bijak, I learned something very interesting. Bijak always calls me bro. And I because I'm studying the Balkans, I started reading about the history of the Balkans, you know, the last 200 years. And it's like a very cultural thing in Balkan countries. Has been historically. Call each other brother. Right. It's I didn't know that, you know. Because there was that guy from we had one viewer from like Malaysia, or where was he from? Who used to call me bro. But he just used the word bro like constantly. And I didn't really understand, you know. And now I understand how prevalent that is culturally. You don't just use bro like because you're just putting in every sentence like because it's the word you say more than everyone. You know, it's literally historically traditional, cultural thing. I learned that. Okay, Arsenal fan. This freaking Arsenal fan, are you ready? Fruit flies are very aggressive. Now I've got 2 of them. How are the fruit flies even still alive in December? It was snowing the other day. You call your mother, bro? We were joking the other day, man. It's a patronizing society. Patronymic. Yeah, even yeah. I mean, dude, you call the pigs, bro? It's like male-dominated society. Men. Then there's like pigs. Then there's cows. And then maybe the women are down there somewhere in like the fourth row or something like that. They call the pigs and the cows bro too. I mean, very male-dominated society. All right. I'm not a supporter of that. I'm just saying, sister. Do you say sister? What's up, sister? A lot of people think that's a black thing in the States, but you know, honestly, I think it was around even in my dad's generation. White people would call women sister. It's not a black or white thing, but I think it's been more kept like active in the like African American society than with white people. Nowadays you don't hear so much. Maybe on some cultural echelons. But it was always kind of a little demeaning. Call a stranger sister, I think. Anyway, this has been a very interesting conversation we've had so far. So I'm going to adopt my boring approach here. Monday mornings are my specialty. I love Monday mornings. No, I don't start the stream before 12. This is the first thing. I don't like waking up before 11, so... And I stay up really late now. That wasn't always the case, but for many reasons. I mean, basically, because of my time zone, there's a lot of reasons for it, really. Alright. If you're gonna play this way, I'll play c3. Christianity. The brother slang? You know, that I can't speak to. I mean, you know, you come from a very complicated country. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to do more research into it. I don't know. If the Turks called each other brother or not. Whether it was common with the Ottomans in the Balkans. Hey, what's up, brother? Interesting stuff, though. Knight TC5, like, you know that position? Lima Dodo? I mean, in that position, honestly, I don't think I've ever played this position with knight on e7 before. If you have the knight on f6, you have a standard position. But, I mean, if you know knight takes c5 in this line with the bishop on c5 and knight on e7, you know more than me, because I didn't even know it's like a variation. So I was kind of on my own here. But in general, although it might be a move, it's a good line against knight f6. It's Monday morning, you know, and I think like exchanging pieces is usually a bad idea in general. When you're white and you have more space, that's a line. But if you ask Magnus Carlsen, he probably won't go for it. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is swapping pieces. You do create some imbalance, but at the cost of maybe trading a set of pieces or two. And I don't know if it's good in the long run. So I don't even know what this is called. It's like the Cordell variation. It's something with bishop c5 and knight e7 is very unusual. One or the other, but both together is definitely outside my normal. Man, I would assume black has to play d5 there. So Arsenal is going totally off into the wilds here. Now, there's always d6, which bottles up black's development. My friend Bill Kelleher used to always do this, but I'm not sure if it's the best move, you know. In such positions, it's often possible to break up the opponent's pawn structure. I'm just playing instinctively here. I don't know. We can look it up after the game. I'm going to assume that there's not going to be a lot of games with bishop c5 and knight e7. It's some kind of obscure variation. Knight takes c5, knight takes c5, yes. I'm not very well focused being Monday morning. Now this pawn doesn't have to be captured. Generally speaking, people are too materialistic. See? I could have used that pawn to kind of keep him bottled him up. Keep him bottled up. To keep him bottled him up, to be grammatically correct. So he broke out anyway. Very good, very good. So probably a mistake to play d6 and recapture. I should have just left the pawn there. Not the first mistake I'm going to make today. Although I still think that white has a slight edge. It's not as much as it was formerly. The artist formerly known as Challeges. Yeah, he's just rapid fire making the moves. Black has virtually equalized. Almost. Knight a3 more than knight c3. Yeah, again, I didn't think about it. It usually takes me a few games to get warmed up, even if it's not Monday morning. First game was a mouse slip and I resigned because my opponent didn't respond to my take back request. He was probably playing another game or something. I rarely offer takebacks, just when I play a6, a5 by accident. And I like it. I like it when people don't respond to that. He was too busy pre-moving his next move. Yeah, CD6, knight a3 is a nice idea. And he'll still probably do the pawn sack at some point. Oh, Jesus, dude. Am I going to lose again? How is he so fast? 2190. Damn, Arsenal fan, you're 1935 in chess 960. That's a pretty solid rating. Am I in danger of losing piece? Big on pins. I learned yesterday. Drinking a lot of Red Bulls, I suppose. Very, very intensely focused. My opponent here. I let black completely off the hook. Wow. This is really weird. I have a huge advantage here. Black has to play d5. Now I have a choice, but I think d6 was good. But I think, just knight c3 is fine. I'm better. Yeah, I know, like yesterday. What's his tactics rating? $23.31. Not that high considering his affinity for pins. Enhanced blitz chess 7+3. Yeah, he's very much relying on time pressure and just plays quickly. No, it was good though. I didn't take Warriors Challenge anyway because Arsenal is a subscriber. Warriors not a subscriber. It's some weird account that doesn't give me takebacks when I play A6, A5 on move 1. And then follows me every day for like 100 days in a row. They're anonymous. FSDS. This is a player. We played one game. Okay. Next one move tactic. He found another one. Jesus, dude. You're like a human tactics bomb. He has every kind of one move tactic. Fuck. Leaving the B7 pawn hanging. Oh my god. I'm seeing like perfect CPL here for black. Suspicious? I don't think so. I think he's just a fucking genius. This is absolutely tremendous game by black. Using no time. You're going to see at the end of the game, the only mistake he made was this dubious thing with 97. Other than that, he played like a perfect game with 5 cent upon loss. Bishop F4, kind of an odd move. Not exactly sure what he's doing there. But he must have some good idea. That rating, that the Chess 960 rating is really good, man. I mean, very few people are over 1900 in Chess 960. That's solid. That's like 2200 chess rating. Another perfect move. Jeez. He's seriously playing like a titled player. I don't know about this, though. He fixed my pawn structure there to create a weakness on the other side. Kind of random. This is a draw. This is your brain on drugs. I don't know, man. You play like you've been playing all morning or something, and you're super motivated. Arsenal's a try hard. You had 6 Red Bulls. Very motivated. I'm just barely hanging on against him like I'm playing a GM or something. It's a little over the top. He's how can you be playing so good this early in the morning? What time do you wake up? Like 7? He already beat me last game. As if that wasn't enough. And the time. It's not enough that he's like playing perfectly. He's playing perfectly and super fast. It's a little bit over the top. National Master Arsenal fan. Definitely. I hereby award you the National Master title. With that speed and skill combined, he has to be at least an NM. I guess it's the question of being focused. Jeez. He's almost flagging me. Now there's a little bit too much emphasis on the flagging part. That was what hurt him in the end. It's a draw now. If you put a little more emphasis on playing the best possible moves and a little less emphasis on trying to flag me, he probably has good chances to win. But overall, what do you guys want to predict for his... Okay, he made a mistake at the end. So he made a mistake in the opening. So he made like two mistakes this game. 97 in the opening, and this we're actually not playing d5 in the opening, and this endgame mess up. But overall, it was like really strong. Yeah, I was minus... No. I mean, I was down to my seconds. This opening is a disaster for black. You have to play d5. It's unbelievable. And even that's bad. Did you like the bishop c7 idea? What do you mean? Did I like it? I loved it. It's the only move, but it's very strong. But I'm a moron. I mean, how can I take on d6? Like, whatever. I mean, of course you played fine, but the opening is really sketch. Yeah, so this, I didn't even know this is like a variation. You know, someone was talking about knight takes c5. Again, the problem with this move is that you swap pieces, so I'm skeptical. You know, I don't see a reason to do that. Wow, computer has a TN now for black. Again, like, dude, who's the best player who ever played this? Diego Flores. Diego Flores is 2608. Isn't that some Argentine player? He's really 2600. A little bit much. Was there like rating inflation at some point? And then then there was like the sudden rating deflation. Anonymous player resubscribed for 7 months. Where did you get this variation? You just made it up? He just made it up. So apparently knight g6 is a move and it's never been played. But after this, I thought about like gambiting a pawn. But if I was to gambit a pawn, like what would I do, you know? Rookie 1, bishop g5. So yeah, I mean, it seems to me like you have to play d5 here, but the engine 90 games out of 92 black played d5. It's not even on the computer's radar. Now it's finally showing up on the radar. Holy shit, so clearly Arsenal is using the engine. He didn't play, no, he castled. See, that's the benefit of not knowing quote-unquote theory. You think for yourself. I would have assumed that you have to play d5 here. I don't understand why the computer doesn't like it. It really, it's like structurally forced. What's the problem? E takes d5. Okay, so you don't like the E file. The problem is a tactical one. Takes, check, bishop e6. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I feel like I've seen this before. I mean, this guy, Diego Flores, 2,600? Really? I bet he's not 2,600 anymore. But Bruzan is for real. I haven't heard much about him. He's in the States, right? I still think you got to play d5. So here you did this, and now d5. Interesting. And this has been played, but very rarely. And d6 is my best move. And now I'm a moron. I took the pawn on d6. Arsenal fans, did you like bishop c7? Do you have another suggestion? No, I didn't like bishop c7. It pissed me the fuck off. What do you think? Oh, Diego Flores has a book about pawn structures. I think he's Argentine. But I feel like at some point, everybody's rating was inflated, and now it's going the other way. It's flip-flopped, so now everyone's deflated. Unless you get to a certain level, and then you're in the rating protection zone. But everyone below 2,700 is deflating now. And then the 2,700s just stay in their little bubble. Yeah, I mean, this is the worst move ever. Queen takes d6, black's gets out of trouble immediately. Queen d3, d5, knight c3, d takes e4. And then I took the wrong way, apparently. How do I know which way to take here? I should have taken with the queen. Probably my original intention. And I forgot that I was on this. So you would have to play knight on bc6. Then I have time to play rook d1. White has the initiative. It was, I'm just not thinking. But, still, it was a good game, Arsenal. You played, almost perfectly. Kind of scary. Another fantastic move coming up here, I thought, knight e5. You're completely equal with any normal move, but you played knight e5. And this is a mistake. Take, b6, here. Now he's seriously better. Bishop f4 was a weird move. Yeah, I mean, you were much better. Winning, this should be a draw, but time pressure. Apparently I made a mistake. What did I do? Rook e1, double question mark. Okay, so I played this endgame perfectly. I'm actually better now. Holy shit. So I could have just waited. I could have just waited with king b3. I failed to see that I had rook c1 check. I thought I had to go around the side, So I'm actually better after king b3. Oh shit. Yeah. It's just a draw, but you were trying to flag me. I mean, you should never allow this, I mean, honestly, when I play a5, you have to take here, and it's a draw by repetition, check here, check, king c5. This is a draw, man. You just have to accept that it's a draw at this point. The rook in game is a draw. You gave away all your advantage. You didn't like rook b8, but I mean, you have an active king and you have two a pawns. I mean, I have problems too. You got this. It's really better for you. Okay. I'm not awake yet, but I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm impressed by your focus there today, Arsenal. You got me scrambling to hold a draw. What happened yesterday, by the way? I played the Old Indian. I liked this yesterday, what we got yesterday against them. I'm going to repeat this. Oh, not yesterday. What am I talking about? Oh, you're talking to someone else. Okay. So, yeah, Schumacher's game yesterday, I had a great position and I blew it. And he got like psycho and mated me. Basically, I'm playing the Philidor. No, I mean, he was completely lost, and then it was beautiful. I guess Bishop F8 may not be my best move. So I allowed Bishop G5. You guys are actually very, very similar in style. Throw the pieces at the other player as fast as possible. Pretty good general understanding of strategic play, but way too time oriented. So this Bishop F8 was majorly inaccurate. I should have anticipated Bishop G5 now. I played Bishop F8 too early. Okay. I mean, okay. The thing is, I got, obviously, Knight D5 is a problem. Yesterday's game, I played a little differently, and he did Bishop G5 when my bishop was still on E7, which was really bad for white. I mean, it's essentially like a Philidor where white played C4. So you can call it an Old Indian or a Philidor, but it's basically the same animal. It's passive for black, but I think that good against a player who has a tendency to kind of overextend themselves. I've developed an appreciation for this type of play, even though I used to think it was really weird. There are some very good players who play the Philidor, but with the exchange Philidor, not this, crawling around on your back two ranks in a closed position stuff. Like, I'm not down with that. The Hannum variation or whatever, of the Black Lion, I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do that. All right, now, very subtle. That's the thing about Schumacher. He's extremely subtle. Here we go. But F4, surprisingly, is his plan. H6, Bishop H4, G5, Bishop G3, and I weaken my king's side pretty badly there. That's not a serious option. I am looking at Rook E5 and sacking the exchange on G5. I think is a cool, but I think a cool but too fancy. Cool and too fancy concept. There's always going back to E7. No, I mean, I screwed up. I shouldn't have played Bishop F8. It was too early. But still, black should have a playable position. If knight d7, white has knight f5, and that's very strong. What about h6, weakening my king side? I like it. Then I'll go back. I need the mental health crisis hotline. My mental health is going to decline quickly here, the way I'm playing the openings. Another bad position. He probably spent all night looking up how to play against the old Indian with e takes d4. No. You played the same thing against him twice. It's just brutal, though. Schumacher's a weird guy. He's very systematic. He always plays the same stuff. And he'll just play it all day till the cows come home. Never gets bored. He never gets bored with the same thing. I admit my mistake. I shouldn't have played bishop f8. I'm sorry. No spoilers. Well, I mean, it's hard to believe you can play a passive opening like the Philidor Old Indian, give up the center, and then lose a tempo with bishop f8 and go back to e7, and you're still okay, you know. But, I mean, is he really... I mean, can you justify sacking this pawn? He should have played a different move. What was his last move? Bishop e7, f4. Well, I guess, you know, the obvious candidate is bishop g3. But you might have other possibilities as well. I played the Sicilian enough to know about this tactic. The good thing about Black's position, you know, and I've been doing this a lot in the Kraken, is and yesterday, for example, I had this position against a Hungarian FM where I was black. The guy's about 2,300. I was black and I was -3. And I drew. But it's like, dude, I was -3 and drew, but I had no weaknesses. No static weaknesses in my pawn structure. I mean, if he was a computer, he would have beaten me, but, you know, you're sitting there, the opponent has literally no weaknesses. It was my king was I couldn't castle, and he had control of an open file. But I literally had like a perfect pawn structure with no weak points. So cold gold. I didn't think it would be that bad. When I turned on the engine and it was like, when I came home and looked at the game on the computer, I was shocked. I thought I was like -1, or, you know, it wouldn't have been that bad. Just a standard kind of clearly worse. You know, so +3 is like you're lost if the opponent plays perfectly. pretty simple. My door is just like randomly vibrating. Maybe I should get a waterbed that vibrates. Sorry about that rook e1 thing not working. I know you probably want to play that. Sorry, Cold Gold. No. No, I mean, but these things are hard to judge. I mean, generally speaking, like, I used to say that the cutoff was around like 1.5 to just estimate, but I'm not sure anymore. I mean, Stockfish is different from previous chess engines. Its evaluation of position seems sometimes that it really exaggerates compared to older chess engines. The numeric advantage. Numerica. If we're talking about like Stockfish, for example. Welcome to Numerica. Schumacher is such a... It's weird. He's like a psycho, but he's like one of the most controlled, like, ill-retentive psychos I ever met, It's weird, man. I could do like a psychological profile on all my opponents that I've played a lot of games with. You have this guy who's seemingly like really like psycho-aggressive, and at the same time, he always systematically plays exactly the same kind of way. In a really organized kind of style. Okay, my door is vibrating. Like, why is the door vibrating? Are we having like a minor earthquake? Why is it doing that? There's like nothing there. Maybe they're like earth tremors or something. I mean, it could be, right? We have minor earthquakes. A couple years ago, there was something in Croatia, in my other apartment. What am I thinking here? Not that my other apartment was in Croatia, but there was an earthquake in Croatia that actually was felt as far as Hungary, hundreds of kilometers away. How many psychos? Psychos is relative, like everything else. As a tournament chess player with experience playing poker, and as a competitive player who studied psychology, I'm surprised, regularly by just how like aggressively people play compared to me. Because everything is like how you see it. Everything that we see and think is colored by our experience. So when I see somebody is psycho, that's my perspective. And it's different from other people's perspectives. I played in, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to start ranting about other chess players who are overrated and whatever. But I mean, there are other international masters who are more famous than me. But I mean, very few of them have the tournament experience that I do. The competitive experience that I do. And I've played literally like dozens of like titled am in GM tournaments where I played maybe 9 or 10 players in a very short period of time in very high level competition. And because of that, I learned the hard way. You have to give your opponents respect, because your opponents are dangerous, they're strong, and I learned the hard way. Like, I'm playing good players on a regular basis. I am afraid. At least, I'm going to be careful. I'm careful, because these are people who are going to crush me if I don't play really, really well. And, Schumacher or whoever I play here on the stream, they don't have that experience, so they're basically kind of fearless, Fearless can be good. It's also, a question of, well, what's your goal, right? I mean, are you here to have fun? The problem is, also, that's why I stopped playing computers. If you constantly play people who are better than you, that's also bad. Because it will make you too afraid. And you start playing passively, It's like it's really hard to find what's the right way to be, The perfect combination of aggressive, but careful. Careful but not too passive. This F5 is a nice move. Oh, he took the wrong way. Schumacher does have a tendency to play, I would say he just plays too fast. That's another story. But that can be related to being overconfident, I think. Can be. The key word there is can be. When I was playing engines regularly, it was okay until the point when they were beating me almost every game. And then at that point, it was okay, this is not helping me. It's actually making me play like I'm terrified. I think it's actually making me play worse instead of better. But if you could take this game, write a summary of it, tell me in 6 moves why Schumacher lost this game. I mean 6 moves. Tell me in 10 words or less, describe in 10 moves or less, 10 words or less, why my opponent lost this game, I mean, write a very brief summary. Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? Why, he's probably going to lose this game. Reckless. That's a really bad move. We're getting a lot of how's my A4? Not good. You have the opposite problem when it comes to playing against high-rated players. I mean, everybody's should be to feel some pressure against high-rated player, but I think the way you perceive it should be respect, not fear, That's the kind of way to approach playing stronger players. Respect them, don't fear them. But in a sense, you should probably have the same kind of approach to everyone. I don't think it's a bad default setting to treat everyone as a player you respect, but you don't necessarily fear them. You could say, well, everyone's Magnus Carlsen. All right, chess time. Takuch, the warrior. Is anyone else a subscriber? Schumacher plays too loose. He had a nice win against me in the simul yesterday, but I mean, he was totally lost. He went way crazy, and then came back. Look at this advantage he has. Well, I played bishop f8. Okay, let's go back. Well, no games from this position have ever been played in the Masters database. It's funny. Okay, so people just haven't played bishop d3, but I mean, not too many people played the black side of the old Indian like this. It's actually not that bad. It's kind of surprising. I mean, given the popularity of the exchange Philidor, I think more people would be willing to play like this with black. All right, FDS. How many FPS do you have? Gotta be controlled aggression. Controlled aggression, Arsenal. But there's obviously, there's obviously gotta be room for stylistic considerations. I've really literally never studied the McCutcheon. Jesse used to play the McCutcheon. He loved the McCutcheon. Not too many people go into the McCutcheon with black in the old days. I guess it's seen a little bit of a renaissance, but still not common. We looked at McCutcheon. Andrew McCutcheon. He's a baseball player for the Pirates. A half decade ago. Jeez. Don't remind me. Yeah, I have no theoretical experience. I mean, the problem is that I never was an e4 player, really. I started to play e4, but I never really committed to it. And so I only played, with the white pieces, I've only played e4 in 10 to 12% of my games. Secondly, even when I did play e4, I always played the Steinitz variation, so I never played bishop g5. But I like bishop g5, and I think, if I had it to do over again, I think it's a good idea to play both bishop g5 and e5 for white in this position. The two best moves, you should know how to play both. Probably. But having said that, I have no experience on the white side or either side of the McCutcheon. My only knowledge is watching other people play this opening. And I could count on one hand how many. I could literally count on one hand how many okay, this continuation is not common. I could count on literally one hand how many McCutcheons I've seen. Not even talking about playing, witnessed no, I mean, I think the general look, cold gold. I think there's two schools of thought on how to play against like stronger players, and I've heard a lot of people give what I feel is like not good advice, you know. And everybody is entitled to their opinion. There's different ways to look at stuff, but I think in general the stronger player is trying to win, and if you're the stronger player trying to win, you want to give the weaker player as many chances to go wrong as possible. The more dynamic the position, the more complex it is. In general, more winning chances for the stronger player, more ways for the weaker player to go wrong. So in general, I think the advice of like, well, take risks and try to play crazy against a stronger player is actually a bad idea. Unless, you know, said stronger player is, you know, specifically anal retentive, super tight, you know, safe player who hates complications or something like that, you know. And then, all right, you know, you can be like, well, yeah, you're putting this particular player in this particular situation stylistically in a tight position he doesn't like. Maybe, yeah, then it makes sense to do crazy stuff and create complications. But having said that, it doesn't mean like you should try to trade pieces and play for a draw either, you know. I think the best way to play against stronger players is playing, you know, your game as well as you can, you know, playing your type of game. Don't try to play differently, you know, try to play your game and not do anything out of the ordinary. I make fun of the blogs on lichess. Most of them are just clickbait, churned out garbage that can just be recycled, you know, self-help books that they read on their shelf. But there was this one guy, some random kid from Canada or something, who was like posting blogs about how to beat stronger players, part 3 or something. I was like, dude, give me a break, you know. I mean, beating anybody. I mean, there's no sense in how to beat stronger players, part 1, part 2, and part 3. It's like, try to just beat even players your own level first. You know, it's like absurd to even create a blog series called How to Beat Stronger Players. It's like absurd. It's just absurd by definition, you know. I mean, whatever, dude. It's just moronic. Then he follows up with How to Beat Weaker Player series, you know. It's like, I think the title concept was like generated by AI, most likely. The guy uses a lot of AI in his like, he uses a lot of AI in his like, you know, artwork. So probably he just like was like, all right, ChatGPT, come up with 5 great series names for my, you know, my next chess blog series. And ChatGPT just spit out like how to beat seriously and strong players, how to beat, you know, part 1, how to beat stronger players or whatever. It totally makes sense if you distill it down to this series was created by ChatGPT. Then I understand, you know, because GPT, it literally doesn't have intelligence, so at least not yet. Alright, bishop a6, interesting. To play bishop a6, the classic. Weight is slightly better. Something's vibrating again. Maybe it's the washing machine. Maybe that was what was shaking my door. The dryer, not washing machine, dryer. No, washing machine. It would be the washing machine. Yes, thank you, ChatGPT, for figuring that out. How to beat opponents that... Oh, by the way, Mr. Coffee, I read an interesting... not read, but I saw an article yesterday, and I haven't read it, that said that there's some way... Like, there's science behind the fact that cat owners are more likely to have schizophrenia. Serious, man. I'm sorry, I have bad news for you. You read that article too? Uh-oh. What do I do now? No, you read an article about beating yourself. That's different. I know you're a specialist in beating yourself. We're talking about something completely different. Speaking of King F8, I had to play that yesterday. Okay, classic McCutcheon in the weak G7 pawn theme. Oh, yesterday, Arsenal, I said I had no weaknesses in my position. But that was my weakest point. I had a G7 pawn. If I played G6, I'm like, forget about it. I had to play King F8 and not castle. And I was like, oh, everything's fine. It's probably like -1. What's the big deal? You know, the opponent has control of the open file and I can't castle. No big deal. I'm just, totally optimistic. But sometimes optimism is essential. You just can't be too optimistic. Manic optimism. I need to play F5. How does it work? No, it's like which came first, the chicken or the egg? Are cat people crazy or did the cats make them crazy? Cat lady. He's reading my mind. Almost didn't reach the C file. Can I play F5? No, not yet. Okay, this is a good game. I mean, pretty solid effort by Black. What about the opening, by the way? I mean, was that even like a normal line we played? It felt like it was wrong. Somebody did something wrong. Seriously. I'm getting these really strong like Pet Cemetery vibes now. I want to rewatch Pet Cemetery. Which break? Can I ignore the open file? Okay. The fundamental one. Wait's a little better, but is it enough? Wait, what did we say yesterday? Hey, what about F6? Is that a good move? Not at this time. Uh-oh. Whoa, dude. What are you doing? That's not allowed. That's my side of the board. You are not allowed to do that. That can't be good. The pawn predominance. Dominance. Pawn dominance. I need antidepressants for my cat. Antipsychotics for my cat. Dude, can cats take, like... Do they have, like, cat psychotherapy and stuff? Imagine the dude's raking in the money. They don't have enough customers. Remote cat psychotherapy. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Why pay when you can just do it at home? Just plug your cat into the nearest electric outlet. I know PETA's going to come after me. I would never, ever seriously imply such a thing. It's all in jest. Do not plug your cat into the nearest electrical outlet. Is Black seriously defending this? God. It's not fair, I say. Is e6 winning? No. What if I said, what about I don't know? Wait, what? I'm not winning. Unbelievable. I blew it. Now I'm worse. Pretty impressive stuff by me. FSDS 1582 bullet. Obviously. Wow. I blew this ending with e6. Now he's thinking. That seems like a weird position to start thinking. Now the only question is if I'm lost or not. It takes him forever to take all my pawns. So I might still have a chance to survive. If you can't enter the moves fast enough. Just kidding. King f4, rook takes d3. This looks like it might be a very accurate move. Oh, he lost on time. Yeah, he's not good at entering the moves fast enough. No, I'm just kidding. He's seriously slow. Maybe he's trying to... Maybe he just gets nervous. I don't know. But obviously Black is winning. Wow. It's not even winning for me here. I don't believe it, dude. How is this position not winning for White? My God, with that space advantage? F6 is crazy. It's crazy. You can't play F6 here, my God. I can't believe I'm not just straight up winning after that. There's no way I'm going to play rook e3 that quickly. Wow. King e3. So what did I do here? I played rook e3. Okay. I blocked my own king out. I should have played this. This is winning, probably. I have to play king e3. Damn. Black played 4 inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders. Yeah, normally people play queen g4. I just played this. Because I don't do, like, McCutcheon theory. What is b6? I had bishop takes a6. I didn't want to give his knight the a5 square to come in here. Bishop takes a6. Queen takes a6. C takes d4. I was concerned about this. My attack is too fast. Wow. No, they didn't just send me a Discord link. You didn't just send me that in chat. No, it's a team request. Alright, dude. That's just inappropriate. Don't do that, man. Don't don't send people team requests. What's the matter? Spamming. What's your problem? I said other. The field is required. Are you serious? Are you serious? How dumb is that? Okay. Alright. Anonymous player is a subscriber. Thanks for subscribing, Anonymous. Don't you want to be the flat chick I am for a cream? Yeah, team. Cream team, whatever. Cream team. Okay. Yeah, really good games I'm playing today. Mr. Coffee, how are you, sir? Right up your alley, man. Arsenal gets more Bob-like every day. Nah, but you're not mean like Bob. Bob's mean, you know. You have a good heart. All right, d4. d4 knight f6. You know what happened to me yesterday? My opponent played knight c3, and I got all excited because I got a chance to play the Kraken, and I played b5. But I had forgotten my own like Kraken theory, basically. There's one game where Drazic played b5, and it's playable, and it's the sharper move, and it's interesting, but it's really not the main Kraken idea. What I'm supposed to do is like be more patient and play e6. And, you know, you can also play the Pierce. Look, I mean, I got a guy who plays the bishop e3 Pierce to play knight f3, you know. They can still do the 150 attack, and I think that's the best. Probably g6, bishop e3. And this is a typically bad move, bishop g5. I mean, dude, you don't stop having a good heart. I mean, you have a good heart or you don't, Arsenal fan. That's not the same as like being a nice guy to everybody. You know, fundamentally, I have a good heart and I'm grumpy to everybody and I'm like mean but I have a good heart. I'm not mean, I'm grumpy, okay? Grumpy, opinionated, but I have a good heart, like you. Deep down. Queen d3. Queen d3. New idea. Kraken novelty. Anti-Kraken. Personally, I like the Queen e2 concepts better. It seems like most people are going for queen e2 or bishop d3 and queen e2. Queen d3 is probably not that good here. I mean, you're in the way. You know, you don't have like lateral mobility. Your queen is liable to get attacked. I mean, obviously I have knight c6 right away with the threat of knight b4 in some positions. Stress on the in some positions. Here we go again. Same shit, different day. Almost every player I play is like fearless. They play crazily aggressive chess. Crazily aggressive. There's no need you have to be a psycho in castle queenside, but I guess that's maybe consistent with the concept of queen d3. I'm not sure it makes sense to play queen d3 in castle kingside. So it's like you're already committed. Everyone's so goddamn aggressive against me. Like they want to lose or something. It's almost like they want to lose. Maybe it's subconscious, like self-fulfilling prophecy. They deeply want to lose. Heroku style. I have Kraken probe, shuttlecraft 1 and shuttlecraft 2. Number 1, make it so. Launch the shuttlecraft. Mr. Coffee. If it's a pawn, it's a probe. If it's a knight, it's a shuttlecraft. You gotta love h4 though. It's a good move under the circumstances. I agree. I'm really like torn about which shuttlecraft. I mean, this shuttlecraft doesn't look really stable. That shuttlecraft is not coming back. I mean, this is possibly a suicide mission if you're going to get on shuttlecraft. Shuttlecraft 2. Spock, you're on a suicide mission. This shuttlecraft may also not be coming back, but it's going to the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. That shuttlecraft may have to sacrifice itself. Shuttlecraft 2. Doesn't necessarily have to go into the sun's orbit there. Dude, that was one of the most memorable moments in my childhood. I was in science class. I still remember. It was like 7th grade science class when we heard about the explosion on the space shuttle. But I wasn't talking about space shuttles. I was talking about Star Trek, bro. Why you have to bum us out, man? No need to bum us out, Arsenal fan. Keeping it light here with Star Trek banter. Alright, Shuttlecraft 1, do your job. And Shuttlecraft 1 and Shuttlecraft 2 have been deployed. We are in photon torpedoes locked and loaded. This is kind of complicated. Bishop takes h4, pawn takes e6, bishop g5. Well, maybe it's not that complicated. God, that's a greedy move. Integral part of defending my king side. Have I seen the new Picard? I watched the first series, and it wasn't, I would say it wasn't bad. So, if my son can watch the episodes, you know, without like getting bored, it probably wasn't that bad. So we watched season 1 of the new Picard together. Yeah, a bit slow, but it was all right. I didn't watch he wasn't interested to watch like the second season. I would give it like a medium rating. Wasn't that bad. Hold on a second. What is this? Hey. But, you know, White is a very safe player. He doesn't take any risks. Damn, dude, at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. The mysterious Deep Space Nine. That's what you're... Your teachers called you. I wondered what that was. Hey. Now we're really turning into nerds. I don't know, guys. Anonymous player, I don't know, man. You're really hard. I don't understand your deal. I think you're not anonymous. You know, I think it has to be like a Smurf account. Why would they call themselves anonymous player? You know, first of all. What do you not play except against me? You create an account just to play against me specifically? One season of Anonymous Player. The first season of Anonymous Player. Damn, dude, I have 25 seconds left. Are you serious? My new apartment is like a disaster. Everything is noisy. The street, inside the house, the neighbors. I've got to like move again. It's a total nightmare. Is it dry? Now you're making me want to watch the Silence of the Lambs again. Arsenal rubs the lotion on his... Oh my god, you took there. Anonymous player, just tell us who your other account is at this point, you know? The other day they're like, just tell us who you are, like, seriously. Because it's super suspicious. Time uses. Incredible. I'm not even up any material here. Chess riddle. Riddle me this, chess riddle. Griddle. It makes me want pancakes. Chess griddle. How are they so fast, dude? Dude? How are you so fast? I don't understand what your deal is. This is so weird every time I play them. Griddle fans united. Riddle and griddle. I don't know, honest player. You gotta tell us, like, really, like, which double account are you? This is a very easy game to play. He didn't need to use any time here. There are some mathematical aspects to this position beyond the clock. Who is that Arsenal? Anonymous reminds us of again. I always call everyone Arsenal. Damn, dude. I don't know, man. Finding it very hard to believe this player is like 1900. And again, like, 3-32 against me doesn't make a lot of sense. Just too good, too dangerous. The other thing I was commenting on the other day, which was kind of weird, is where is Cheesy Noob? Why has Cheesy Noob not been around for 3 years? And he would definitely have a better score than this against me. Not if you see the games. It doesn't. Mathematically, his score is 3. It should be more like 15 or something. What? It's a goddamn fruit fly. It's been driving me crazy. Yeah, he's 3-34, but he is had 15 winning positions, in those 36 games. That's what really makes it weird. Phew, 192 cent upon loss against 147. See, that's why I like to play bullet chess. You can at times play well. This was not one of our better games. Maybe the highest proportion of blunders I've ever made in a game. That's the worst graph I've ever seen. 7 blunders. That's worse than any bullet game I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a game this bad. Let's see the grand total. I have never ever seen a game on lichess with this many blunders. I mean, I'm not looking around enough, obviously. Holy shit. What is that, a seismograph? it was a 65 move game. More, right? 69 for Nedog. 69 move game. White made 15 blunders, 5 mistakes, and 10 inaccuracies. And I was right up there with 14 blunders, 10 inaccuracies. You got me totally crushed on the mistakes, though. Wow. But you had a higher accuracy. You had 59% accuracy to my 52% accuracy. Am I taking drugs or something? Why are there so many bad moves? I'm just distracted. I guess I'm just distracted. Queen d3. Interesting theoretical novelty. I started out concentrated, but then he got me in time pressure. So b5 was the best move here. Yeah. b5 makes sense. I still didn't get the goddamn fruit fly. The fruit fly was responsible for any blunders at the end. My blunders are really prevalent here. Congratulations, maybe the worst game I ever played. How can somebody who I have blocked challenge me to 1-0? Mr. Coffee, is that really possible? People you've blocked can send you challenges? The guy I just blocked for like spamming his team advertisement just sent me a challenge to 1-0. Maybe it's an old challenge from before. These fruit flies are annoying. Yeah, I don't know. Monday morning. Brain fog. 7 plus 3 just isn't enough time. Frankly. We started the stream at 12, sorry. We're going to stream a little bit longer. But maximally half an hour. I could stream for 20 hours and have no one subscribe or make any donations. We'll call it a charity stream. No, already I would like to stream longer. But I have to work too. This isn't work anymore. It's just I'm just hanging out, I'm not a real chess streamer. Okay. Yeah, bishop e6, this is probably a good move order by black. Keeping his options open. Staying flexible. Anti-Kraken. Antique Kraken. Anti-Kraken. Motorbike instructor. Now you can read about real chess streamers in the New York Times now. Gave up their dreams of becoming a grandmaster to be a successful chess streamer. I never heard so much bullshit in my life. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to go there. I'll deal with the New York Times when it comes to world news and stuff, maybe, but this type of the chess articles are always the worst. They have no clue. They get people who have no clue to do chess articles. Or any kind of it's just the Botez sisters. The New York Times thinks the Botez sisters are really accomplished chess players. They just like give it to like, I guess they give the articles to, you know, whoever in the newsroom like has nothing to do and no skill, and you know they're just like, go get some donuts, and on the way back, can you write an article about that chess streamer? Something like that. Motorbike instructor. Well, I mean, I could be a trash man and probably make good money. But it's much more respectable to be a motorbike instructor. Accomplished streamers. Yep. Dude, everybody makes good money. Even in Hungary, they make good money. The teachers get paid less than, yeah. Nobody wants to be a trash man until they realize you make a lot of money. The States is a good job. But yeah, I mean, there's only so many jobs to go around. What a great fact-filled. Garbage collectors make $76,450 per year. That sounds lowball. But maybe. That's like starting salary. Motorbike instructor. Why not just driving instructor? Do like, how much do driving instructors make? Why specifically motorbike instructors? Do motorbike instructors make more than, yeah, I guess there's some more specific skill set. Not as much demand, but has Arsenal been assessed yet? Dude, you're playing this really well. Has he had his assessment? Wow, he's up to 2276 now. Really? In classical? Is that his highest? Let's see, rapid. No. Wow, he was up to 2365. Wow. That's really surprising. Sailing instructors or golf instructors. I was thinking about becoming a golf instructor. Influencer instructor. How bad is this move? Well, I guess we're going to find out, boys and girls. Scamming instructor. The key to being an instructor is having clients who are willing to pay you money to teach them something, right? Doesn't matter what it is. So the more expensive the thing, like tennis or golf, that's better. Man, A5 is another really good move. But marketing is the most important skill, I've come to learn. It was my mistake not studying business. Why don't you teach drinking? I'm just, my skills are just gone. I can't. I can't drink anymore. I can't teach drinking if I can't drink myself. I mean, it's over for my drinking coaching. My drinking coaching career is basically over at this point. There's just no way. I stopped drinking. I only had like 10 pints last night. Look at my score against this guy. Speaking of unbelievable things, right? He has a really tactical based game, and amazingly like bad strategically, and I mean it in the best possible way. I mean, I try to be honest with you guys, but for a player who's like horrible strategically, he's basing his entire game on tactics pretty well. How do I deal with this? I'm just going to lose material in like almost every variation. He's mad. He's mad quick. Of course he's mad. Damn, dude, I don't know, man. Again, I'll ask the question: how am I 20-2 against the player who's 2276? Then we'll hear the answer. The answer is, I don't know. His defensive skills are lacking. He's materialistic. For fuck's sake. His defensive skills are lacking. That's a nice move you've got there. I can't wait to look at the center pawn loss on this, dude. When I first started playing, well, it was like this year. It wasn't like I've been playing him for years like you or something. Yeah, dude. Look at the CPL. This is really unfair to him. I mean, he played an almost perfect game. How could he have, like, one mistake, one blunder? What blunder? He's totally winning, like, the whole game. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. I would be suspicious that my opponent was cheating in this game. If you go by center pawn loss, I think, oh, no, he's not, but... Dude, his only mistakes are in the last, like, couple moves when the position is already over, I mean, it's totally over. But what mistake did he make here? I seriously want to look at this game. I mean, I'm normally not paranoid, but yes, I am. No, I haven't been like accusing anybody lately. I think it's time for an accusation. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this game. Seriously, I feel a little weird about this game. I've been getting beat down. I'm pretty warmed up now. H6 is the engine move here. That's not good. Not a good sign, dude. We can justify it. Yeah, that's some idea, whatever. D4 is the engine move. Okay. It's a normal move. Bishop D6. Top 2, top 3. C5, of course, it's a very natural move. He has to recapture with the C pawn. These are all comparatively the same. Top 3. And now Queen B6. I thought this was a very good move. Now we'll see what the engine says about it. Peter doesn't like it. It's exposing the queen to attack. So that would throw some, he's not using the engine for every move. Argument out there. It's prone to getting attacked by knight c4, but in order to do that, I have to bring my knight back to d2. The computer just doesn't like knight f5. There's a reason why it doesn't like queen b6. Okay. And then he made a real big inaccuracy, rook c8. His only early mistake in the game. Inaccuracy, rook c8. Well, you can never know if people are cheating or not. I mean, that's the truth that we have to live with. I will never know if black is cheating in this game. I cannot know, unless I'm like at his house watching him cheat, I would say the game could be, assistance. But How much time did he spend on bishop takes c4? He played it like instantly. I mean, that's an anti-positional move. He could have played queen c7 and traded his bad bishop for my knight instead of his good bishop for my knight on c4. I would think like you would at least think about it for like 2 seconds. Consider the possibility of queen a6 as well. I don't know, man. I mean, this instant bishop takes c4. Instant bishop c4 and instant a5. Okay, he played a5. Absolutely the only move. Right, no, there's a devil's advocate element to it, but it's also like black's best minor piece. I got tortured by, I told you guys, I got tortured by Grandmaster Hracek in the New York Open for making this exchange bishop takes c4 Arsenal fan in a slightly different structure, but still. He has to know that he's got everything under control. That takes a little bit of, calculation. I don't like the feel of this game. Feels too engine-like to me. The computer here played rook c6, so that would be really suspicious if he played that. He didn't. So in his defense, if he plays rook c6, then I say, okay, it's an engine for sure. So he must be presumed innocent. At this point, I'm lost. I'm lost. There's nothing I can do. I'm just completely lost after 18 moves. And black has played one inaccuracy. I have a bad feeling about this game, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired of losing, but... So here he makes a tactical mistake. The best move was knight takes g3. And then take on g4. But that's really a computer line. The guy goes for the human move. But watch this. After knight e4, queen g4, the point was I had knight f5, and I still think he's winning. And I saw this. I rejected it because of g6, and I think, okay, I have some practical chances, but probably black's winning anyway after king h7. The whole point was, though, I was like, okay, that's not that clear. It's better for black. I'm going to play queen takes instead and bank on bishop c1 because I missed that this handily defends g7 at the end. But if you've got the psychic network installed, then you have nothing to worry about, Nothing to worry about here. My best move is knight f5. I mean, we're back in the other line, basically. But he just knew all along that he has the rook on c7. And it's over. Even bishop c5 is the engine's #1 move. Black doesn't have to play that. I'm not necessarily threatening anything special here. I don't like this game. Based on my previous games with him and stuff. I don't know. Puzzle Storm 35. 21 runs. Well, he probably hasn't played a Puzzle Storm in a long time. I don't know, guys. That game's a little shaky for me. Feels very engine-y for black. How is this guy allowed to challenge me? How is that guy allowed to challenge me when he's blocked? Unnamed pawn. Alright. 7 plus 3. What's with the 7 plus 3? Did I put in 7 plus 3? Why is everybody... Oh, I put 7 plus 3. That's why I'm losing on time in all my games. Arsenal fan, why you didn't tell me? It started with you, right? What did I play? 7-3 with you? That's why I'm losing on time in all my games. That's the problem. Because it's 7 plus 3. all this time I've been like all slow and like getting in time pressure. It's supposed to be 7+5. Yeah, and I'm like playing like it's 7+5. This has hugely affected me all morning. You know, I've been like, oh shit, I have no time. Oh shit, I have no time. So Friday's supposed to be 5+3, and today's supposed to be 5+3, and today's supposed to be 7+5. I always do 7+5. Shit, it says 7+3 on the. What about my? Well, I don't think it even says. On my page. I mean, you can look back in my history. I've been playing 7+5 for months now. But if you get used to one or the other, I mean, there's a huge difference between those 3 and 5 second increments. Blitz and classical chess, whatever. It doesn't say a specific time control. So 7+5. That's why I've been losing on time every game. Jesus Christ. I know. What? Mr. Coffee, you have 7+3 on screen? No. No. No, I change it all the time, Mr. Coffee. I'm going to have to correct you on that. It's been 7+5 for a long time. My green text, no, I just changed it this morning. Dude, in fact, it was 5+3 this morning. For years. I just changed it from 5+3 to 7+3 this morning. You've been hanging out with your cat too much. I need you to keep me, like, sane here. Look at my history. Go back to last Monday and see what time control I played my games. We can see, you know. I've been playing 7+5 forever. Yeah, you better be sorry. Unnamed pawn. Oh, Jesus Christ. He challenged me to 7+3. Forget it. What? Game aborted. I don't want a rematch. You challenged me to the wrong time control as well. I'm sorry, guys. All morning I thought I was playing 7+5, and I've been playing like it's 7+5. Poor unnamed pawn. Poor warrior. He wouldn't give me a take back after e4, a5, and he couldn't play all day. This is probably going to be my last game, guys. I have to go to work. I'm going down to the trash department to interview for a job. Oh no, I forgot I live in Hungary. God damn it. They don't hire migrants. I could work here. Alright. I changed to 7.5 a long time ago. And then Fridays I do whatever, 7. I do 5+3. All my tournaments are 7+5. You know, we had the 7+5 a lot. But man, I've been playing 5 second increments for like a year now or more. And I'm just totally used to the 5 second increment. I really shouldn't do, I should do like 5+5. It's extremely difficult to switch increments. That's why my clock's been going down so low, like in all my games. I'm using more time than I have, you know, than I can afford. I've been playing all morning as if I was playing with 5 second increment instead of 3. It's a miracle I didn't just flat out lose on time. If this was an anonymous game, I would just abort the game now. Getting like those impatient people in the anonymous games. Arsenal in the house. Arsenal student. 97. No, 97. Again, I don't like 95 because it trades pieces. Poor Arsenal. H6 is not good. I don't know. It's normal in the Joko. How bad can it be? I personally don't like it, but I imagine you can do pretty much anything you want against this quiet d3. I would say that's the moral of the story. Maybe I shouldn't have castled so early. Was e5 not free? Jeez. Dude, I'm telling you, it's Monday morning, okay? Once I saw Alexander Ivanov blunder that pawn in the database, and he, like, beat the guy. It was like in one of those... Years ago, they had round-robin tournaments in Norway. He was a pretty strong opponent, too. I mean, it's crazy. He was playing, like, an IM or something. The game's in the database, but it was like a mainline Lopez exchange rate, or... What was it? No, it was like mainline Lopez, and he forgot to play b5, dropped his pawn on e5, and still won the game. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just not myself. Dude, yesterday was hard. I mean, I had that really long game plus the simul. I mean, I have more excuses if you want to hear them. Look at this. See, warrior. No, I'm not at 1200. Why are you playing g5? You can rip him a new one here with d4 maybe. But I'm liable to go on tilt now after the way I've been treated today. The only game where I would consistently have any suspicion of my opponent being sus today, other than Arsenal, was that last one, though. I played badly, but the last game I have a weird feeling about. That will be filed under special investigations. Ongoing special investigations. No accusations here, Bob. You are under investigation. Ah, got you. Thought I got him. So g5, very sound, very sound. Asking for d4, perhaps. What's wrong with d4? d4, pawn takes d4, pawn takes d4. Let's do it. Boom. There's your g5. Treated. Nobody treats me with any respect. I should be like Rodney Dangerfield. God damn it. Stupid fly. It's unbelievable how fast they are. They're faster than me. You guys are faster than me. I do have to go soon. This is going to be my last rant today. I had to cancel Wednesday streams. They were dead always. Monday streams, I'm like tired. So all we got left is Mondays and Fridays. Fridays is better. I'm usually fresher on Fridays. Fresh Fridays. The poor guy played g5 and now he's gonna like not take the pawn. Can you step over here, please? While we launch another probe. Dr. Probe. If you're gonna play g5, you know, you gotta make sure you keep the center under control. I mean, when you play g5 and I play d4, you have to continue with something like either maintaining the strong point or like going back, maintaining your strong point, or going g4, something crazy, but you can't just like collapse your center. It's over. Yeah, I mean, it's really over. The central crashed through. I mean, you can't do g5 and allow this to happen. Now he did g4. All right, well. At least that's good, at least in terms of, let's say, in spirit. Just, at least you're not pretending like everything's okay here. So I take. I take it. I take it. Right, you played. You gave up your center, Arsenal fan, but then you're supposed to reestablish the center with d5. You're just like switching centers. And you also gave up your center. You were lucky though that I didn't exploit it with d5, d6, and then not take on d6 like a moron. Well, that's a very risky continuation you played. Unlike this, which is very safe for black, obviously. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, man, they say these mosquitoes, these fruit flies don't bite, but I have a conspiracy theory. I think they secretly bite. We'll have to tune in to Alex Jones on X, who's been reinstated. We didn't get any good politics today. That would be too much for me. Do we get any good politics today? No. No, that would be too much. I can't do that Monday morning. Now, King F8 looks safer, to say the least. Instead, black is going into the wilderness here with King D7. Wow. You broke the rules? Oh. Right, but you know what's interesting? That you broke the rules, but you actually played with the Cognoscenti, Illuminati. Arsenal played with the engine recommended, Castles, which most human players were afraid to do, Arsenal fan. Very sus. But you're not your average human. We know that already. The computer actually likes your line best. I mean, I let it sit there and run for like a minute. No, you're not that dogmatic, actually. I think that you're better than most. Acerbate's actually here. We get taught who to hate and who to love. What's that supposed to mean, Acerbate? We get taught. We get taught. Wait, what is black gonna have to sack a piece here with knight takes d4? What do you mean, Acerbate? Taught. You love who you want to love. Not my job to teach you right and wrong. Love who you want to love. What are you trying to say, man? Just say it. Yeah, King C8 is a great move. Damn, and then he just like barked out knight takes d4. How many pieces for the queen? I got a sack for the queen here. Well, I don't have to, theoretically. But it would be more fun. My intention wasn't to sacrifice my queen, though. Objectively, I'm trying to teach Acerbate right and wrong. You know? Jesus Christ, dude. The Warrior, another anonymous account. Wow, what a surprise. He's 1591. You're kidding me. Alright, that's it. I resign. He's playing a game against Lance right now. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Alright, dude. You are banned. You are blocked. Next game. Unbelievable. We're all just here. You're chess prostitutes. Warrior. I'm here to be your chess prostitute. Just like Lance. We're just all your chess prostitutes. You can play all of us at the same time. Have a harem of like title players you can play with. That's respect, dude. Alright. I haven't blocked anybody today. Except for that one guy who spammed his team. But I mean, that's just disgusting. Wow. Enjoy your Lance 555 Simul or whatever. Jesus Christ. That's gross, dude. Have no respect for the person you're playing. You cheat on your girlfriend. What was up with Unnamed Pawn? They're playing another game too? What are you, the same person? You have like multiple accounts? They're playing another game and challenging me as well? This guy keeps coming back? He's blocked? Mr. Coffee, how can a guy who's blocked keep challenging me? I don't understand. What is the point of blocking people if they can just challenge you? Is that like... Are they like hacking or something? He's blocked. How is he challenging me to play? What is the fucking point of blocking people? You could just keep trolling them by challenging them and driving them crazy all day. You know? That's never happened before. It's grotesque. I gotta go, guys. It was nice knowing you. But, lots of trolls. Lots of trolls today. I had to ban the warrior, though. He needs to learn to have respect for people. I'm not here to just, like, give everyone my knowledge for free and not get any respect, you know? God damn it. You can enjoy your game with Lance. Sorry, guys. I gotta go. It's late. Time is up. Interesting stream today. Not my best, but we did have a really, really good 180 Son Upon Lost game. Band hammer. Keep your band hammer handy. I will see you later. Later, Arsenal. Bye. Mr. Coffee, thank you.